Hey everyone, it's Ann Ledgerwood again. We are continuing this conversation about raising healthy kids. It starts in infancy and, of course, goes through toddlerhood, into childhood, also into teenagers, which that's a pretty difficult time of life all around. Well, not always, but can be, all the way to having healthy adult children, and it all begins in infancy. So the last few times we've talked about what I call, my theory is what children need is consistent, loving boundaries. We've talked about the importance of consistency. We've also talked about the importance of the loving piece. Let's talk about boundaries. What is a boundary? A boundary is a safety net for a child. Some boundaries are obviously physical safety, like don't jump in the water, don't run out in front of a car, don't touch that snake. Okay, there are physical things that are boundaries that we as the adults who love kids, love our babies, I love our children, do this for their safety. That's what boundaries are for. So boundaries are also related to behavior. Just because if a child pitches a fit because they want something and they're just throwing down, I'm going to scream until I get what I want. And they're in the middle of the store, they're in the middle of your house, anybody's house, and kids do that. Toddlers do that. They're pushing their boundaries because they're wanting to see who is in charge, how far they can go and what they can't. So what you do is you just, in a matter of fact tone, you say, no, no. I told you no, no. And if they pitch a fit and scream and kick, then they scream and kick. As long as they're safe, you make sure they're not going to get hurt. Screaming and crying is not going to hurt them because they are the ones pushing to see how far they can push. But the important part of the boundary is that we as the adults are the ones who have the wisdom to know what a child needs or doesn't need. So that is my take. We can talk more and more about this. I would love to talk with any of you who would want to talk more about the end of many things, my theories of raising healthy kids emotionally, of consistent, loving boundaries, but also of other things, therapy tips, child development tips, lots and lots of music. My husband and I do a lot of music and love singing and sharing songs with kids and families.